When you're recruiting people, you're always, evolving around core competencies that the people have. I mean, some people are salespeople, some are PhDs, but beyond that, you want people that are lifelong learners. You want people that are curious, because you just never know where the world is going to go. Nobody predicted Lehman Brothers catastrophe. You just can't predict the change. And so what you have to have is a institutional aspect of change and learning and trying to get the best ideas and collaboration. And so these are things we've tried to do in our culture, is make those really prevalent. And that's why I consider learning to be a real trait that almost every successful executive at GE has in common. Education has a tendency to be a little bit behind the curve sometimes. When I think about the first 25 years of my career, it was really built on what I would call linear thinking. How do you take a product and sell it into new markets? Or how do you take something that you're small in and make it big? When I look out for the next 10 or 20 years, it's going to be more about systems thinking, problem solving. How do you take seemingly disparate facts and factors and pull them together? That's what we have to train people on how to do today. And educators, whether they're in business or society, have to do that. Companies have access to more resources. We have access to I would say better methods. And so in many ways, I think we should have a central role in public education. Teachers still need to teach, and we can't replace that. But all companies have deep commitments to education. We know how important people are. We want to be involved in society. And so I really think there's a real marriage between business and the public sector when it comes to education. A foundation like GE's foundation, has always been about both money and capability. Anybody can bring money, and it's important that we're generous as a company. But I think what we can really bring as a foundation is the combination of our capital and our people. And what we've done in education is we've married our ability to donate cash with the ability of GE employees to do mentoring, to do education, to work with principals and teachers. And so we like bringing those things together. Education today is probably 80% of what we do in GE Foundation. We like it that way. We like to be big in certain places. But it really is about bringing both our capital and our people together on a big initiative. Education is what makes a poor man rich. It's society's equalizer. And so I think this notion globally that education is society's great equalizer is something that every nation can stand shoulder to shoulder to say, how do we bring people in the underclass, the underprivileged class, the middle class? How can we make it so that everybody has the chance to live their dreams? And education is probably the single most important thing that all of us can do to make sure that the next generations have a chance to live a life that's fair and prosperous.